Are you looking for a way to automatically sync new and updated Google Sheets rows to HubSpot as new or updated contacts? With zzBots, you can now install this as a plugin or pre-built bot from our plugin store. If you are watching this video from YouTube or social media, start by clicking the link in the description. In zzBots, click the install button. If you don't already have an account, you will need to set up a free account before finishing the install. Then click Next. First, set up the connection with your Google Sheets account. Next, set up the connection with your HubSpot account. Then click Next, Install Now, and Done. You will be redirected to the bots page, where you can manage your bot, as well as configure your bot settings. This pre-built bot consists of 5 steps. The first step will trigger your bot when there is a new row or updated row in Google Sheets. Select the spreadsheet and the worksheet that you want to sync from. In Google Sheets, you will need to add a column for the row ID, as well as a column for the HubSpot contact ID. Each row in the row ID column must have a unique value in order to sync updates to the corresponding HubSpot contact. In zzBots, in the ID columns field, specify the column letter that will act as the row ID. In the columns to watch for changes field, enter the letter or letters of the columns that you want your bot to monitor for changes. Do not include the column that is acting as the HubSpot contact ID. Next, expand the if condition step. In the top field, insert the value of the column in Google Sheets that is acting as the HubSpot contact ID. If the column representing the HubSpot contact ID is empty, then the bot will continue on to create a new HubSpot contact. In each field of this step, insert the values of the corresponding columns from Google Sheets. In this example, I will insert the values of column B, C, and D into the first name, last name, and email fields. Expand the update row in spreadsheet step. Select the same spreadsheet and worksheet as you did in the first step of this bot. In the field of the column that is acting as the HubSpot contact ID, insert the value of the ID from HubSpot. This will connect the corresponding row with the newly created contact. If the column representing the HubSpot contact ID is not empty in the if step, then it will go on to update the corresponding HubSpot contact. In the contact ID field, insert the value of the column from Google Sheets that is acting as the HubSpot contact ID. In the remaining fields, insert the values of the same corresponding columns from Google Sheets as you did in the new contact step. After you have made all of these changes, scroll up and click Save. You can enable or disable your bot using this toggle button. After your bot is enabled, it will start syncing new and updated data. You can test this sync by adding a few new rows in Google Sheets. In zzBots, your bots will automatically check for changes to sync over every 10 minutes or faster, depending on your billing plan. You can manually check by hitting Check Now. Below the bot steps of each bot, you will find the bot history. Each time that your bot is triggered, it will create a bot instance. The bot power used by each bot instance will be shown here. Bot power will not be used every time that your bot checks for new data. Bot power will only be used when your bot is triggered and successfully syncs data from Google Sheets to HubSpot. To test this sync further, we will update the rows in Google Sheets and then wait for our bot to trigger when it checks for new data. In HubSpot, you can see here that the new and updated rows successfully synced over as new and updated contacts. If you are looking for more ways to automate your business or integrate your different apps together, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and check out our other videos. If you have any questions, just chat with us on our website at zzbots.com or join our community at zzbots.com/community.